Welcome, good people. I'm your man, SRD, with my main man, 100 grand. Big Mo's in the house.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Y'all gotta excuse me today if my jaw feel like it's like swollen because I had to get it in at the dentist. You feel me?
Okay. All right. Welcome to the Peep Game TV presents live at 5. And as usual, our goal is to uplift humanity, starting with one person, one family, one neighborhood, one city, one state at a time. So today, what did we stop off at? What did you want to?
Before I want to send we should send our blessings and make du'as for these people is at this war thing, man. I don't know if y'all don't get it down there, right? What's happening in New York, the protests that the colleges is doing.
What against Israel and Hamas?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that thing is thick up here, bro.
Yeah. My wife was telling me it was a young lady. She was what you call a valedictorian, and she wanted to speak about it. She happened to be Muslim. She wanted to speak about the war, but they wouldn't let her speak, talking about it was going to cause an uproar. They didn't want her to speak on it. So, they shut her down, basically.
Yeah, but nah, I mean, like, I mean, like, they protesting against that thing. They want that thing to stop, man. It's like heavy in the streets. Like, it's not just about her, like, not wanting to speak. That thing is like, you got to go check the news out and see what's going on, man. That thing is heavy, very, very heavy over there. You know what I'm saying? As other places, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on at one time. It's a whole lot going on at one time. You got the election, you know what I'm saying? You got the election going on, so that's another distraction. These dudes don't even want to stop with the war at all. They like creaming on them, and they just had a holiday and they still fighting through the holidays, bro. Like it's crazy, and that's like when you look at us. And then you see, like, if you once you watch how they moving in that protest, you'll see the world like is a lot is going on right now with everybody. You know what I'm saying? A lot is going on. And this is like no, and they're not, and like look at it right now. They're not sticking to no policies at all. And other nations and other countries ain't aiding them neither. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing anything. And they're like, and they're in business even with the United States. And it's just because what's on their agenda, man. They don't care about none of that, bro. It's like really deep, man.
I mean, it's at the end of the day, you got states that are greedy. You got and really, it's still politics. It still has to do with the way the politics are being played. And if you're not on board, then no, you're gonna get trampled over. And it's for us. We have to look at it like we shouldn't let that deter us from our goal of what we need to do. What's happening is people fighting for their rights, their human rights. And America is not one to give human rights. America only wants to give civil rights, or they want to control. They want control and dominate over other countries like they've done to the people here who are here and not really understand the power that we have as a people, and they're going to continue to do it. we have to stand up. Like marching and protesting is not the answer for us. It may be we've done that too many times, and at the end of the day, we still end up having to do it over again. At some point, America needs to have to live up to what she says she is. We are allowing America to say she's one thing and portray one thing and be something totally different. You have individuals. I probably sent you some info about the one brother from I believe he's Arab, and he talks about how America is the big bully and how America does what she does to other countries, but countries are waking up about it. So at the end of the day, we have to make a decision. You know what I mean? We have to make a decision. It's as simple as, sure, you know, many of us are comfortable identifying as black, but that's not the major issue. The issue is everybody who's white identifies something else other than white. So at the end of the day, we have to identify with that's on the books, that is legal for us to put together our first. We got to declare our independence, just like America did from Britain. Put
No,
together a
but
constitution.
it's like these are human beings that they're fighting America. They're coming to America and asking America to stop aiding those. The war is not with America, but we know how they in the air. The war is with
Well,
Israel.
Israel,
Israel.
Israel,
Yeah.
right?
So we know how that is, and that's a power country. You feel me? So you got these people that's in bed, and the other countries that's supposed to be allies or sitting around. Nobody's doing anything for humanity or people because everybody has their own agenda. Everybody has their own agenda. When you see a situation like this, see, this is what happens. We're so separate and separated. Now you saying, or you see these are a lot of Muslims, right?
Yeah,
Then you have another group of Muslims saying, well, they this kind of Muslims, or they this, or they that, labeling them. Everybody has a title, everybody has a label, and that's what's called separation. Nobody's looking at, okay, these people are human and they're making a move to stop what's wrong. That's the whole point. Now you have another people like us that understand this position, and we go, well, they're fighting. No, this is humanity. This is what's happening right before our eyes. So it's like we're watching something continuously happen because we all divided by a title and not joined together as humanity, what's right and what's wrong. We got to start standing for what's right and wrong. We still looking at us and them when it's one objective because it's going to take all of us it's going to take more than just policies and going up against the grain and getting that together to make changes against somebody who doesn't abide by any of that and other countries who doesn't abide by any of that. They're not abiding by any policies or rules or regulations.
we
They're
don't
not
know that.
abiding by
We
it.
don't. I mean, it's easy to say that. It's easy to
No,
say that
you see them
when
abiding by anything.
the bottom line is, why would they, when at the heart of things, America is a corporation, and many people don't even know that. So with it being a corporation acting as a country and being allowed to act as a country because because of laws that were put together that they signed off on in all these other countries that you're saying standing around doing nothing. Say they know, and they know who has the power to rein America in, but the people who had the power to rein America in is still talking about America is not abiding by the policies, because at the end of the day, the ones who had the power to rein them in can't do it because They refuse to do what they need to do and get the
So
policy.
you don't feel that we should be also out there with these people that's saying stop this? Shouldn't we be as human beings unifying to stop this what's wrong and not looking at another people from another country? Because everybody's right now, you talking about life and death and unfairness, the same thing. So how are we going to watch people get trampled on and us get trampled on, and we after something? Where's that support going to come from around the country when they're watching us not even supporting people that come to this country that need an aid that's supposed to be so powerful, and we not helping?
So how do marching against a government that doesn't have another government to say, look, we are the sovereign government. Just the way America has the power over other people in this country, so-called those of us who identify as black people, as Moors, we have the power to be over America and say, look, you going against the policy. First, we need that.
But we're not
Then we
there
can do
yet.
that.
But we're in the middle of chaos right now.
I mean, what is
You,
you do
you,
both? I don't. I'm not.
I mean,
I'm
like
not against.
we not.
My thing.
You said
Listen,
yourself we not there
my
yet.
thing.
So
My
I'm
thing
saying
is
what's
not.
going on right
Listen,
now.
my thing is we've marched. We marched with Martin
They,
Luther King.
this
We've
is what I'm
marched.
talking
So
about. See, you're not seeing you're not seeing what's happening. They're
what?
not marching, bro. They like they making a move. Like you gotta understand, bro, that these movements that they're making, because they know how this oppressor is. You feel me? And they seen what this oppressor did to us. You feel me? They already seen it. They know what they could do. You understand?
They
If
who?
we
They. When you
listen,
say they, who are you talking about?
immigrants that's in this country, that their country's being like wiped out, and we
Okay.
already know
So
from
what are they doing?
unrighteousness. So
So what are
look,
they doing?
so they're standing up and they're going, listen, the more unified we are, and especially in an election year, the more unified we are, right? The more unified, the more organized we can be, the more changes we can make as one human people. As one people.
So what
You
are you trying to say? What are you trying to
I'm
say
saying
as
like,
one human people? What are you
yeah,
saying?
this is what I'm saying. Did you bear witness to what's going on in New York with them students at the colleges?
Protesters and marches.
Did you see
Okay.
it?
I mean,
I'm
I've
asking you,
heard about it.
either you did or you didn't, bro.
No,
Just say
I
yes or
heard
no.
about it. What? Okay, you coming
Okay.
together
So,
marching. What are you doing?
okay,
So
okay.
what are you saying?
So now, if you understood the principle of what they standing on and what's going on, see, we so lost and we're caught up. Reality is going on, and we're not seeing that that same thing is affecting us also. The same thing that's happening, just because it's immigrants, and the same thing is happening, it's affecting us also.
And I
Because look,
agree with you.
we're we're
We're in
we're we're
agreement on
we're
that.
even more separated when we're seeing outright wrongness get done that we complain about, right? That
Okay.
we complain about,
And
and
all right.
we don't stand up. And how others gonna stand with us if we don't start standing with others?
We don't stand up. What do you mean we don't stand up? Far as what? What do you mean we don't stand up? In
We need
what
to
way? In
we
what way?
need, well, not everybody, because you have
Okay.
people out there,
All
but
right. So don't.
we need more organizations to go against what they're doing outright, like right now. You know what I'm saying? In other words, it's like when I seen that, bro, I'm like, wow, how many people of us, I went online and I looked at a couple places. I'm like, how many of us is out of touch of what's really going on? And you got an election year, so you know what's already going on in the election year. So you know about these wars. You know what's going on, not just in Gaza. You know what I'm saying? This protest that they did, this action that they did, because they want the killing to stop. They're
Okay.
being severely outright murdered,
All right. Now,
attacked, like
now, see, right,
not
right.
by police.
Now the
They're being
difference.
wiped out
Now the
by
difference about that
armed
is.
forces.
Now the difference about that is. Remember, based on people who identify. When you saying us, you mean people who identify as black.
No, I'm
And
saying, bro,
what
I'm
do you
going
say?
humanity, bro. I'm not identifying nobody and going
So
us identify.
humanity.
I'm going
Okay.
human people, bro.
But you on one end you saying humanity, the next end you saying election year. So at some point you looking at the
Election years
politics
for
too.
everybody that's here, man. We
Right,
all got to get together.
but you're looking at the politics. How do you not look at the politics of there's a people in this country that has a right to have their own government, the government to combat the government that is doing all the dirty stuff. Why
Bro,
you
we
can't see
ain't even
that?
near yet,
You
bro.
can't see that.
We can see that. We hear. You done said that a million times here. We done
Okay.
heard that, but we not even there yet.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
how we gonna get there if you still talking about
Hold on, why you
marching?
saying me? The people
Well,
are
don't
watching you.
you
How many people
because you're
signed up?
speaking. Because
How
you're
many people?
speaking.
Hold. You saying me? I'm telling you. I'm saying beyond that. You still on that? I'm like, yo, forget that, bro.
No, how do you forget that? How do you forget putting the government together to combat the government
Okay,
that's
all right.
running
Let's
them
be
up?
okay.
How do you
Okay, so
forget that?
look. All right,
You
let's
can't
stay on
forget
that.
that.
Let's stay on that. Reach the people and get the people to sign up. Don't look at me, bro. I don't
Right.
control the people.
And what it's
You
about,
control the people and get them to sign up.
what is about is you're telling the people to march and come together for humanity. What do you think the whole thing is about coming together and claiming the each 50 states to be able to regain the power that was taken from a people who has the ability and the compassion towards humanity?
And how
We the
long this
one
been? How long have this been in existence?
since 2001. Since
Okay,
2001. It's
so
now
since 2000,
2004, and there's about 7 states,
it's
which
23.
is
It's
which is
23 years later.
3 years later, not 23.
You said
Come on, yeah, what's
2001.
your math? That
You said 2000.
2021.
Yeah.
2021.
Oh, you said
No,
2021.
no,
Oh, you said
2021. Yeah,
2021.
no, 2021
Oh,
to now, 3 years. So
okay.
it's progress being made.
So,
However, and don't get me wrong. I'm with saving humanity. I'm with love for all people. I'm
so
with
what
that.
program do you have in place for these people?
Program, it's not a program. This is a cultural revolution. You keep
Yo,
getting
bro,
it
what do you have in
misconstrued.
place
You get it
for the people?
misconstrued in place. What do you have in place when you go march on the street?
Bro,
You don't
you
have
just do
nothing in
that.
place. You
Listen,
just go on the street and you
you
start
telling
marching
people,
for a
listen,
change.
you telling people to denounce something. What is the plan? What is
What
your plan?
denounce what
How do you
I'm
tell?
not telling what I'm saying to
What is
people
your?
is
How do you invite them to your organization and tell them to come?
it's not an
Not you.
organization. First of all, it's not an organization. I don't want people to get misconstrued that it's an organization. It's
What
not
is
an
it?
organization and it's not a movement. This is our sovereign rights. This is our self determination to be identified as a human being with a nationality, to be an international person and an international people. But in order to do that, we have to, one, form a constitution, two, declare our independence from this country.
And
And
what do it take? Take what now?
so what
What do
has
it
to
take
be
to do
done?
that?
There's those who want to do it. I could give them a website, and it goes to the Wazir, the Wazir Regional Council. They go and put that in, Wazir Regional Council, and they reach out to the Wazir Regional Council and they let them know, look, I'm in this state, it's this state, a Moroccan state. If it's not, I and other people want to come together and make it a Moroccan state. It sounds foreign to people, but it's a real reality. And it's a real reality that we have an ability to make the change, because I hear you with the marching. And I'm not against the marching, but at the end of the day, how much have we accomplished with marching when at the end of the day, the people you're naming people who have political power based on them being registered with the United Nations. You're talking about United
Bro, they got
States.
political power. They being wiped out.
The place you're talking about is trying to get their political power.
They're being wiped out.
Somebody said you're going to get us smoked by the pigs.
Listen,
If you
bro.
go out there and march, you're going to get us smoked by the pigs.
Bro, you're going to get smoked by the pig, rather, period, anyway, man. Come on.
Okay, see,
Listen,
but
what you
listen.
need to do, because I don't want to go back and forth with this Morris thing. What you need to do is give the people a solution. Let them know what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? What to do, how to get in touch with
I
this.
just gave it to him. I
Now
just gave it to
that how you do
YZ
it,
Council.
Buster?
Now
Bro,
you're saying to people, you say you
that's how you
speaking for
advertise
everybody.
it. That's how you advertise
Listen,
it.
that I just tell they go on the internet and go for the YZ Regional Council. Those are the individuals that can help them if
Bro,
they really want to
ain't
do
you
it.
on here representing that?
So I'm not a YZ.
But aren't you representing it?
So you asked me to get them something. I gave them a place where they can go and pull it up. And then
Okay,
talk
all
to the
right.
individuals.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, all right.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I mean, there's study sessions and all that. So whatever you want to learn, but I think that would be the easiest way for them to go to the YZ, Regional Council. Pull that up on the internet and talk to some of the YZs. They may mess around and be in a state that's already been, independent, already independent state. We need the thing is we need more people who are willing and ready to stand up and start putting our laws together, because then we can challenge America. It's okay that you're new to this. It's okay, because this is something that we all are pretty new to. I'm fairly new to it myself, but we all know that we were missing something, and what we've been missing is a true nationality as a people to represent. I mean, he could. I believe he could, but I'm not sure if he's gonna pushing our nationality. I'm not sure. This is why I want everyone to know. I don't know if he's pushing us doing it that way. I haven't heard him speak on it to that manner that, okay, we're coming together and we're building our own government. I haven't heard him speak on it to that effect. I would love to hear him speak on it, because he does have enough power to rein people in, and we can get this thing done overnight, just about with his support. But hopefully the Honorable Lord Minister Farrakhan reaches out to me. Hopefully. But we definitely need to do this. We definitely
I
need.
think it's definitely a knowledge that we have to seek and understand what is going on. Because even like I'm still doing some research, but I came across a couple things that until I get it right, so I can say it right. You know what I'm saying? But it's a couple things that I think has to be presented with and this is maybe it's sort of the situation, and maybe it's not. I don't know. Like I said, I just started really digging into it when we was like talking about the movement and what's going on with the Moors. And it's definitely more to it than just that. It's definitely more to it. So it's like you just got to dig in and make sure, like, everything, because when something is in existence as powerful as that, something is in existence is as powerful as that, and what we go through as a people. And like you just said, you don't even know if Minister Louis Farrakhan ever spoke on it, or what have you. What do
But
you be? What wouldn't you think?
you know who did speak on it?
Who that?
Khalid Muhammad. Khalid Muhammad says, I'm a Moor. He said that I'm a Moor, and I'm wise enough to know I'm a Moor. You know what I'm saying? I've heard him speak on it. I haven't heard Minister Farrakhan, the Honorable Lewis Minister Farrakhan, but I heard Khalid Muhammad speak on it. He says, I'm a Moor and I'm not Kunta Kinte. You know what I'm saying? But he you know, he was taken out early before he really went more into it. But he did speak on it. So he knows and he knew. He knew who we were.
Well,
So
like, I met Moorish here in Newark. Like I told you, I used to go to the Moorish temple. You know what I'm saying? Right there in Clinton. That was the first one established over here. You feel
right,
me? So when I first came over here before I took my Shahada, I was a 5% of it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's like it's not it's not knowledge that's out there on that. It is more to it that we need to know what's the pull, what's the hesitation, because you have a lot of powerful people today that's in a position to bring that thing forward and and be a part of it. You
Right.
have some, and then you have some others that have their
Well,
opinion about the situation, like any other situation that even me, I'm always digging in before I jump into something. I got to know what it is, where it comes from, how is it, who is it, what's happening. You know what I'm saying? So, you have people like that. My thing is that for it to be such the people who has it. This is my riff. The people who has it. What is it that, all right, like right now, I only hear or see you online. I'll see that online. It's in a whole different content. It's in a whole different content. So when I see it, I'm like moving right along because it's not like
what
it's
I'm
like
speaking about.
it's like, okay, what is they talking about? Like where's that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like for something to be
So profound.
so life changing.
Absolutely.
So like I called it before, for something to be such an inheritance, such power. You know what I'm saying? Is these the right people in the control of this thing? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's like Biden is running America. You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
doing it all wrong. He's going about it wrong.
Right.
Maybe he's too old. Maybe he got ancient ways. The world is moving a total different way. You feel me? Maybe you
Okay.
need some blood up there with some fight to get up in there. But then sometimes we don't want to let things go. We wanted to go this way. And I understand that because it's a very sensitive situation. You just can't put it in anybody's hands. You feel me? But we have college grads. We have college kids. We have colleges. We have students. We have people that is blacker than blacker than blacker than black when it comes to a movement and saving us from being black. You understand? You have so many, and I spoke to a lot of college kids that's with that movement. That's about that. And my thing is like, I just want to know like, uh, it has to be like you say, go to the website and go to the what's the name,
Right. To the YZ Regional Council.
right?
Right.
And it's like, what if he ain't delivering it right?
I mean, at this point, he's going to deliver it good enough to possibly get the person that you're talking about. You know what I mean? Because remember, no matter what you deliver to people, everybody's not going to grab it.
Right.
There's going to be some people that's going to grab it and other people are not. But hopefully the people that grab it going to be more like me. And then some of them are going to be even articulated better than me. But without it being put out there, then nobody's going to know. Now, when you say the Moorish Temple, see, the Moorish Temple is an organization. That's an organization, and it's based on an organization, and they claim being American Moors, and that's not what we're claiming. So that there creates a contradiction for people who may run across the Moorish Americans, and then they're telling them something different, like you can go and you can get your name signed, and automatically you're gonna be, you're gonna be another, you're gonna be free.
Everything has a two sides to it.
Right,
Like, you know
right.
what I'm saying?
So
You had, you had you remember we had Wallace Dean, and we had the Nation of Islam. We had, you know what I'm saying? You always got the
right, but
juggle. You got the Shiite Muslims, then you got the Sunni Muslim, then you got
right,
this
right.
Muslim,
But
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
everybody
But
always
see,
coming with something.
and this is and this is not a religion either. This is a cultural revolution. This is what we have to be wise about, is calling it an organization. No, this is a cultural revolution to help to change the social means by using what by regaining our political power. Once we gain our political power, then we can deal with our economic situation.
Well, this is what
Then,
Earl Sanders said. Yes, I'm a Moor myself, and now just Muslim. So I understand, and that's why Khalid was taken out. But making our own democracy won't happen because enough of us aren't awake yet as people we are. Now, I'm a comment on that.
okay, and that,
We as people, now I'm identifying us as black people in America, us people, we adapt to a lot of things. We are easily led to things. We are influential people. We trend, we follow. It's automatic. What happens is we have to have a different way how we lead. We can't lead the old way. We have to have a different way to lead.
peace.
You understand? Like, we're caught up in we are a whole different, and not only that, we a whole different generation, a whole different group. We're being
We are
handed
them.
down.
We are them. It's
We,
not. It can't be us, because we. It's not us. It's them.
bro,
It's the
hold on,
younger
hold on, hold
generation.
on, hold on.
When you say, listen,
We listen. Know what I'm saying? We. What you mean?
why?
Not we. We gotta lead them, right?
Alaikum salam.
We gotta
Assalamu
lead
alaikum.
them, huh?
But right.
Oh, what generation is leading right now?
Okay, so
That's our
let's be
generation.
specific. But let's be specific, because when you're saying we, you're lumping everybody together, and sometimes that's not always a good thing to lump everybody together, so that we can know who we're targeting. At the end of the day, you're saying the younger people that may
No, no,
not
no,
be
no,
who you're talking
no.
about. You're talking about our generation that may
Yeah,
not be
bro.
able to get it.
Yeah, we the lead,
Okay,
bro. We get
okay.
here
I need
like right
clarity.
now. We
I
got
need
something,
clarity.
right?
Go
Right?
ahead. I
We
need
got
clarity.
something. Is
Okay.
we delivering it right for the people? Is we delivering something to them, or is we just talking about something? How do we get it into them? How do we make it connect with them? That's our problem. We don't know how to connect. We just say something and we just do something. Nowadays, you got to know how to
Yeah,
connect
we
and
striving.
influence people. And that's the power everybody else uses. That's how you see different sets. That's how you see different influences. I remember being in the masses, even as a 5%er. You had to go out. You had to be like, yo, you got to go out. You got to walk around. Universal. You got to build. You got to see who know their lessons and who don't know their lessons. As a Muslim, you got to go out, huh? You can't stay in the masjid. You got to go out. You
And
got to go
and
with the
and
people.
and and,
As a nation of Islam, what we
and
had to
what
do,
happens?
you had to go out.
And what
No, this
happens?
is what I'm saying is this. When we have stuff, when we, us, our generation,
Right.
when we have something, you understand? How do we're not, how are we getting it to the people? How are we communicating with them? How's we interacting with them? How's we building this organization and making other people come to this organization? Not just saying, hey, I'm a more, hey, I'm a more, or coming online. It's the world is still existing. A lot of people don't even be online. A lot of people don't be online. You still got to come out in the real world and connect with people and let people know.
I don't disagree with you.
Oh,
I don't
because
disagree
that got
with
to
you.
be the plan.
However, everybody don't do everything. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be mindful of that. There's certain people that are good at certain things, and part of the problem is a lot of times many of us want to be good at everything. So find your lane. If that's your lane, then those people are going to go out and do that. My lane is here. I'm doing my lane right now. Hopefully I've reached the ones that you're talking about that's going to go out there and spread it. You know what I mean? I got to play my lane. I can't play nobody else's lane. I got to do what I do.
But
you
see,
know what
this
I
is
mean?
what
The
I'm
next
saying.
person has to do what they do.
So it basically what you're saying, it's like it's free balling.
Ain't no free balling. No, what are you talking about free balling?
It is. It's like
At the end of the day, when you start something, you got to start something with the knowledge and the understanding that you have at the time. You can't be something that you're not. At the end of the day, if you got a vision, you go with your vision and you use the vision the way that it comes to you. You can't say,
but
"Oh, I got it."
right now
Why
you
you
the
see?
announcer.
Listen.
You're speaking for the whole movement.
What
You
am I
speaking
saying?
for the cultural. You're speaking. You're the announcer right now. That's your position. That's
And
why you're here.
I chose this. I
Right. So
chose this.
okay. So this is what you're good at. So this is your task. Your task is to get to the people. So you got to organize that because they're doing something else. You have to organize a way to get it to the people because this
And
is
that's
your
what I'm
task.
doing. And that's what I'm doing. And if you feel like I'm not doing it well enough, then help me, because if we
Well,
need to
I'm
all
letting you know. I'm giving you suggestions of how.
suggest this.
Listen,
Look,
listen, not listen. I'm not. Listen, don't. I'm not. I'm not a more. I'm not.
hold up,
I'm not there
no.
yet, bro. I'm not there yet. I'm
So
still doing my
I did.
research. I,
Oh,
you feel
okay
me?
then.
So I'm doing my research based on that set, not based on being from that continent, not based on my heritage, not based on my nationality, but only being in a group that's a set over here that I don't know about. You understand? So I have to know about that group and how that group is moving. Whether it's great and good, I have to know that. You know what I'm saying? Just like anything else, just like before I took my Shahada, I had to know what I was taking when I took my Shahada. That's why every Muslim ain't the same. You understand? But I
Okay,
know
there
why
we go.
I know why I took my Shahada and what that
Right,
declaration is to me. You feel me?
right.
And what I became Muslim. You understand? So I have to study and know that. Life is an elevation. I done elevated. I done
Okay.
elevated high. So maybe this is the next step to
The
my
next
original
level.
nationality, which
Right.
is cool. But I have to learn. I can't jump in because I have to learn. Because when somebody asks me, I gotta fact check. I gotta make sure. It's just like when I read the Quran and somebody asks me something or they say something, I could go to a hadith or whatever, and I'll be like, nah, astaghfirullah, this is this. This is what this said. This is based on what we learned and what was taught by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and
Right.
etc. So I have to learn. That's why I said I'm studying this and seeing how it was moved, and it goes back, and it goes back to the Quran. It goes back. It ain't much in the Hadith, but I can identify the text and know who they talking about. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I gotta learn it. But as what we when we discuss this matter right here, and people are tuned in, you have to, because I don't have the information. You got to constantly say, hey, this is where you can get this information at. Boom, boom, boom. And wherever you are, and you got to be like, listen, we need to come together, have a, a, a small college tour. Uh, some if y'all listening, sponsor us to go from A to B. We need to come together and go to the Piggly Wiggly and set up
I mean,
there and pass out pamphlets. You got to do something.
and see, this is what I'm saying. My mind don't go there. My mind concentrates on getting the things to the people, getting it to the people, getting
But
the
that is
information.
getting it to the people.
Right, but listen, your mind goes there. So me getting it to you, helping you. Now, once you get it, then you're going to start putting those things in effect. And that's what it's about. It's about us being able to get it to one another and another person take it. The brother that gave it to me, he doesn't
What if
do
I
it the
don't
way
never
that I
take
do.
it? What
Huh?
if I don't never take it?
Well, I mean, you just said it's a. You took your
But I'm
declaration.
just I'm
Th-
just
uh,
saying, bro.
But
See, this is
but
what
but the
if
thing
you're the
is,
speaker, you listen. You can't go. That ain't me. Yes, it is.
listen. Right now,
Don't
right
you don't
now.
want me to tell the people how you
Listen,
move, man? So,
listen.
yo,
Right now,
yo,
I'm
yo,
focusing. Right now, I'm focusing on getting it to the people the way that I'm getting it to. Eventually, okay, I'm gonna elevate. Like you said, we elevate. So eventually, we will elevate to that level. I'm not putting nothing out because this is our life we're talking about. This is future generations we're talking about. So this is more than a movement. It's more than an organization. It's a cultural revolution. We're regaining what was taken from us, that many of us struggle with and feel something missing in ourselves at times because we say, "What happened? What happened to our culture? What were we prior to slavery and things of that nature?" So this is that piece of the puzzle that we were missing. Now we have to, take it and say, "Look, let's take this and let's start running with it." And there's going to be people who listening, people who are listening now, going to mess around and take it, and they're going to be some of the people that's going to be out there doing what you're saying. They're going to be making that move. They're going to be making this thing happen. So it may be someone from the college right now listening that they're going
you
to
know,
go into the colleges and
and
start putting it out
it's
there.
very it's a
It's
very
going to get
important.
out there.
It's very important when you are and this is our generation, the '60s babies. You know what I'm saying? And when we get information, what came through us is a lot of information in our years, bro. You feel me?
Absolutely.
We came across knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? We put every gold medallion, everything down, and we was wearing black African flags, bro. You feel me?
Sure.
We wasn't even Muslim then, and we was and it was our sisters and the brothers and everything. We unified. Then we got knowledge of self. You understand? Then from knowledge of self, within that whole mixture, the Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? From that, then the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it went on. You feel me? Not we came across and in that path we came across a lot of other things also. Hip hop was born to us in 1972, 1973. You feel me? Hip hop was born, a whole movement that changed the whole dynamics of the whole wide world, the whole world. Powerful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we came across a lot of knowledge. Now here go another same exact thing, but more powerful even than hip hop. So now, how do we? We have to. You have to. You understand?
We
We
have
can't.
to.
We can't put it on the
We,
shoulders because the generation we speaking to, even us, the knuckleheads, the hardhead niggas. You know what I'm saying? We have to get it to them to get it in them, right? But our problem is like my problem is. I'm like, well, I gotta know. I gotta know this and that because we have seen so many changes and so many promises and so many things. We gotta have from A to B. We got to have that for them. So if I'm introducing something to you, I got to have it for you so you can get into it. And I can say, this is what it's going to, this is where we going. This is what it's going to take to get there. We not just going to get there. This is going to be a lot of goddamn work. This means your whole family and your household got to participate in it, not just one person. This ain't just for you to join by yourself. This ain't no individuality. This is a family. This is a whole thing. So if you black, melanated skin, if you call yourself you from Africa, if you a nigga, negro, a hood nigga, whatever you it, this is your inheritance. This is what you got to get. So you can't sit your ass down over here. You got to go here. And to get there, this is what we got to do first. This is second. This is third. This is fourth. So now I'm giving you like they give us lessons as 5%ers. Message to the black man as the Nation of Islam. The Quran and the Hadith as a Muslim, right? The chronicles of hip hop like Chris is giving his biblical of gospel as hip hop. we also have to give them something that they can have. Whether we got to
I
get
mean,
the
what
listen.
can be more given than your true identity?
No,
What
no, no,
more
no.
can you
See,
give a person more than
this
their
is what
true
this.
identity?
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. You going
I'm
to what
listening
can
to
be
you.
more given? You know
I'm
what can be
listening
more
to you.
given? Niggas be like, I know who I am, and I go walk off. They go walk
Okay,
off. Like, see,
if a cat's called, if a cat just say, "Look, I'm a nigga, I know who I am," and they walk off, then they're not ready. You know
see,
what I'm saying? They're
I don't
not
agree
ready.
with that, bro.
And you don't have to. You
You
don't
know,
have to agree. Listen,
that's the wrong
listen, listen what I'm
attitude.
saying
When
to you.
listen,
Hold
that's the
up. Listen
wrong
what I'm saying to
attitude,
you.
bro.
Listen what I'm saying to you.
That's
Hold
the
up.
wrong
Hold up.
attitude, bro.
Hold up.
That's the
No,
wrong
it's not.
attitude.
No, it's not. It's
It
not the
is.
wrong attitude. You know why? Because what needs to be done now needs to be done, like you just said, by the right-minded people. By the
Bro, how do
right-minded
you
people.
get the
You just
people
said,
to understand something, bro?
listen,
When somebody don't understand something,
right
when
now,
they've
we in
been
crunch time.
victimized,
Hold up.
all their life, bro, and they've been
Listen,
led
we
wrong
in
all their
crunch
life,
time, right?
and they've
Listen,
been led wrong
listen.
all their life, how do you present right to them? How do you present right to them? You just can't go, no, if they then that's okay. No, you gotta teach
Listen,
them, bro.
listen,
You gotta teach
listen.
them.
You do that. You speak to
Bro,
them. You take the time to do
bro,
that.
I'm,
It's
I'm
easy to
telling
point
you
the
what to do,
finger.
bro.
No,
That's your
you do that.
job.
I'm
That's
not
your
gonna.
job, bro.
At the
That's
end
not my
of the day,
job.
no. My job is
I'm
to put. My job is to put the message out. My job is
and
not to package it and act like I'm like no.
all right.
I'm putting it together. I'm putting it together the best way I know how right now. Eventually, okay, I can elevate to what you're saying. But right now, we need people that's going to move now. We need people that's going to hear this and say, man, say no more. You know what I
Man, go
mean? Say
ahead,
no
bro. All
more.
right,
And what do I got to do? What do I got to do to get this thing? What do I got to do to reclaim my identity? That's what we need right now, because what we need is people that's going to be in the three branches of government. We need people who got the mindset to write laws. These are the type of people we need. So a joker talking about, I know who I am, I'm a nigga. Right now, you too stubborn. And I'm not, and we don't have the time. We come back to you later once you, because everybody's not gonna catch it. Come on, well, let's be real.
you won't catch it
Everybody
if you
don't
don't
catch
present it
everything.
right. You ain't
Everybody
gonna catch it if it ain't
and
presented right,
see,
bro.
that's part of the problem with
It's
so-called black people.
it's
It's
not
like
part of the problem,
you
man.
gotta present it a certain way to the black people so the black people can understand. The
Okay,
black
bro.
people are slow. This is
Okay,
what you're saying.
all
They
right.
are slow. They have
You
been
think, bro?
manipulated.
You
They
think
don't know what's right from wrong. This is what
okay,
you're saying.
you think okay, you live with that delivery. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna just acknowledge. I'm gonna do my study, bro, because you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting it. You think you giving it, and you're not giving it. I'm telling you a solution of how you reach people,
And
how
and
people
and and
comprehend,
all I
and
can say,
you in the
all I
box,
can
bro.
say is
You ain't listening.
no. All I
And
can
then you're
say
gonna
to you
say
is
you you
if you
do
see it,
the people you need is the people that's walking away saying, I don't know what they talking about.
that's
Those are
your
the people
view.
you gotta
That's your
give,
view.
bro. They
That's
got
your view.
what?
That's your view. That's how you see it. And when you and if you willing to run and chase them, be real. You're not trying to chase nobody that don't want nothing, and you know that. So
Bro,
stop.
half of the people,
So don't
listen,
stop it.
first of all, I don't know what a person wants because a person could be trained to say no. They could be scared to say yes, bro. They could be in their own mood. It's just like me. I ain't just saying yeah. I gotta
Okay,
study. So
okay.
maybe
So
some
you're
people
gonna be
so
better. You're gonna be better at that.
everybody don't do that. So what I'm saying, because I know when I got into everything I got into, somebody came and gave me lessons. They put it in my hand. They put it in my hand. And you know what I said? I said, what you mean be God? I ain't
That'll
gonna
be
be
the
God.
struggle. You're right. That'll be the struggle to try to get people to catch on.
Yo,
You're right.
you know,
The brother,
I'm like,
they're right.
I ain't got when they gave me the message to the black man. I'm like, what kind of book is this? What's this?
So you the right person
Oh,
for it, huh?
nah, bro. Listen,
You
I'm not
are.
there.
Listen
I'm
what you're
bro.
saying.
Don't
Listen what you're
listen.
saying.
Listen,
Hold up.
I am not
You're the
there,
right
bro.
person for
Period.
what you're talking about.
Period, bro. I'm not there. I'm still studying. But
Then
when
they're
you
gonna
give me
then
some,
they
I'm
at
not
the
just
end
gonna
of the
hop
day,
on it.
listen,
I'm
let me
not just
tell you
hopping
why.
on something, bro. I
Let
gotta
me tell you
study.
why. Let me tell you why. When the information came to me, I didn't need a bunch of time. You know what I'm saying? I was already on a level in my mindset when the information came to me, I welcomed it. Then I started going into my studies. You know what I'm saying? I welcomed it because it was a piece of a puzzle that I was missing. Prior to that information, I was getting ready to go on a crusade of just promoting black. As you saying, black to unify us, bring us all together as black. That information came, the universe brought the information. That Allah brought the information, said, "Ho, that's not what I want you to do. This is what I want you to give the people. I don't want you to go on a crusade. I was going to do shirts, everything with it." The information came. Now it's like, okay, here's the information. At the end of the day, now, who are we? We know who we are. And now, like you said, we made a declaration with our Shahada, we got to make a declaration of independence from this country. And anybody on the line, you could go and you can see some documentation. Go to my Facebook page, Peep Game TV, live at 5, and you can see some documentation that you can run through and just read some of that documentation. It's
See, look,
Facebook, Peep Game TV, live at 5 on my Facebook page. Go ahead.
everything moving forward gotta be a struggle. It ain't easy. We talking to a group of people that done been dragged through the riches and everything. Like you said, you was already there. You was already looking for a common denominator. So you was
Right,
already there. So a
right,
lot of the world is not there at all. They're
right.
not even paying attention, period, at all. So it's like we have to acknowledge that state of mind that they're in. We have to, because that one person who be like, look, oh, like, honestly, I'm saying, do you think I'll be an asset to being a more coming to the organization? Do you think I'll be something that will help out? Do you think I'll be valuable in the
I just told
organization?
you would.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay, now. But just now I said, hold it, not me. I'm not there yet. Just like this, the nigga go, yo, I ain't into that. Just like that, he might be an intelligent
Okay.
scientist. He might be a doctor.
Right.
He can be whatever he want to be because his mind, that's the power he has.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so now presentation is the explanation of why and why or of all your questions. Why not why, where, who, and how. No, why should I do it? Why should I be a part of this? Why is this affecting me? All the whys you can answer, it'll be right in front of you. So you could go home and you could study it like you study anything else, like you study the Bible, like you study your rap song, like
And
whatever you study the daggone, the fights that's coming on, the game that's coming on. That presentation is very, very important. And it has to start with you. It has to start with you. Just
and
like you
why it has
said,
to start with me? Why it has to start with me?
because you got a big mouth.
Yeah, whatever, man.
You always had a
Whatever,
big
man.
mouth. You always
Whatever, man.
you know why? Everything up because this is why. When you lock you're like a rock waller. When you lock onto something, you lock onto it. You don't let it go. So therefore, if it grabbed you and you locked onto it and you say, this is my call and this is what I gotta do. You understand? Then that's what you have to do. If you have to, if you can organize 30 niggas on a block to do whatever, I know you can organize this. Until today, every last one of them, maybe an exception to one, I ain't throwing shade. Every last one of them respect what you say and what you stand on. So we already know you don't stand on nothing, nothing crazy. But Now we talking about the world. We're not talking about a block. We're talking about people that is stubborn. We're talking about people. That's our struggle, to get the people that hasn't been listening. We can't just get the easy people, because the easy people gonna be like, we need those people right there. We need those people right there. So now my thing is to you, all of those things you have going. Now I can help you out. I can
Yeah,
help you
well,
put it
yeah,
together.
well, yeah,
All
yeah.
those things you have going, the steps that has to be taken. You understand?
Right.
We need to put it in a PDF so people could be like, yo, you could go to my, what's the name, download this PDF. It's going to explain everything to you about what's going on and how to get there and how we need to get
Great
there.
idea. Great idea.
You understand?
Now my wheels are turning now. You know
And
what I
then
mean?
now you have something like the hadiths. You have something like the message to the black man. You have something like the 360 degrees and lessons. You have something that you can give the people that they can study and they can learn and they can see how all that took place and what happened here. You know what I'm saying? And it connects them. Now they feel better because they read in text. We love to read text we follow. We followed the wrong history. So that tells you right there. So a cat might don't want to listen. And when we start putting that out, other people gonna wanna engage. But we have to give them a text, a download, send them somewhere, give them something from us. Because the people you might send them to might don't speak like we speak. They might bore them. They might be like, I ain't interested in that. They might don't be giving it to the fire like you is. They might don't be giving it to that. You feel me? And you know, for the record, I ain't against you, bro, but you know how I be coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
yo,
man. Yeah. We,
yo, man, it is what it is.
yeah.
I'll
I
be
mean,
back
we
in
got to,
3,
we
man.
got to, we got to get it. It has.
But that's a solution.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's something to actually, work on, to simplify it, where it's something where it can be easily digestible for individuals. So I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying. When overall, it's going to make sense to simplify the stages in a manner that I could just say, look, check this out, because everybody is different. Everybody's not going to want to do, you know, go
And
look at
actually,
go look at it.
you could tell them to subscribe so you could get it, so they could get the pamphlet. That way, now we engaging with each other. You feel me? Because we engaging with each other. Because you want to know the people that get involved. They might be from this state. They might be from another state.
So what do you say? They fighting, people fighting one
But what I
another.
don't know is we won't get anywhere with fighting one another. I have an Islamic class to get to. When
Oh,
when are you brothers back here? Okay,
okay, we'll be back. Go ahead, let them know. We'll be back
we
here
be
tomorrow.
back tomorrow at from 5 to 6. You
All right,
know,
salam
and
alaikum,
yeah,
my kid.
well, alaikum salam, brother. Get to that Islamic class, yo. We do have misunderstandings that
Tomorrow at
cause
5.
us
Go ahead.
cause us to fight one another. We do
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
misunderstanding that causes us to fight. Me and this nigga ain't fighting each other. So
yeah,
don't get it twisted. Um,
yeah.
but we do have a misunderstanding as a people. But one thing people do accept or curious is about is knowledge. When you give them
And
some knowledge.
and before they leave, before you leave, brother, see, me and this brother can disagree, but we don't become disagreeable. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? That's a whole different thing. You can disagree without being disagreeable. Once you
right,
become disagreeable, you don't hear anything but what you got on your mind. So we
right,
disagree on lots of occasions, which you see, but we can come together and find common ground. And we want all of you who watch it to use this. You
right,
disagree. It's okay to disagree,
right,
but find a common ground where you can come together on and get some things done. That's what
right.
we're going to have to do to heal that fighting amongst us.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what we're
'Cause
going to have to do.
yeah, yeah.
That's what's going to be necessary for us to do.
We have to display them with that knowledge.
Yeah. We got one more. We got one more second, Ak. It's been real. Thank you
1
all
second.
for viewing. It's over now. Then we had 1 second left.
You
Do
took
you
my
want to say
show,
something
man. We
before we
supposed to
end?
talk about the what's the name. See?
you you gotta talk about it tomorrow. Time left us, man.
All
It's only
right,
our.
bro, man. You got me this time, bro.
Thank you all for watching. Tune in tomorrow, live
5
at
to 6.
5. If you haven't
Live at 5.
subscribed to Peep Game TV, go subscribe to Peep Game TV. And until the next time, wish you love, peace, and happiness.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.